Hi guys, so today we are making vegan Chinese sweet lapchang sausages, and they're just used in so many things like that clay pot rice or like glutinous rice or those lotus leaf rice packets in dim sum. So I thought, why not make it myself? And guess what? They turned out really well, so I can't wait to show you guys the recipe. So the left side is basically the ingredients for the actual sausage, and then the right side is kind of all of the flavoring agents. So I'm gonna actually start off with 1¼ cups of wheat gluten, and I find that that actually gives me the best texture for this kind of this harder sausage. Recipe is going to be all down below, but essentially I'm mixing in all of the dry ingredients first. So in goes 2 tablespoons of beetroot powder, and this is probably where the genius part comes in. The beetroot powder gives the sausages that nice red classic color, but it also provides the sweetness, which is usually supplemented with sugar in the mix. And then I add some garbanzo bean flour, some buckwheat flour, and that all kind of adjusts the texture of the actual sausage. And then the rest is just flavoring ingredients to make it nice and meaty. Now I'm preparing the wet mixture, so that was a little over 1 cup of water, and then this is Chinese rose wine, and it is super fragrant with rose, and it's also sweet as well and made from sorghum, so it is like the it flavor when you're making sweet Chinese sausages, so make sure that you have that. And then of course 1 tablespoon of this Lee Kum Kee soy sauce, and that's just going to add some salt and also add a nice umami-ness to the sausages. I just forgot, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of oil to the wet mixture, and that will just keep the sausages from getting too dry and then also too hard. So it's very important to get that dry mixture all mixed up before you add in the wet, just to make sure that everything is equally distributed. And then now I'm just slowly pouring in the wet mixture, just to make sure that this mixture doesn't get too wet, because I am looking for kind of a hard dough-like consistency. Now I'm just gonna knead it for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until everything comes together. No worries if it's making the gluten a little bit tough, because we're gonna put it into the sausage grinder afterwards. But after you are done, I do let it rest for right around 30 minutes to 1 hour so that everything has a chance to relax. So I found these vegan sausage casings from Tong Master, and I'm gonna put the link down below so that you guys can find it as well. But the whole sausage casing didn't fit up the tube, so you kind of have to cut it in half. I mean, maybe it'll work for you. And then basically twist it around and then tie it. For those who have never filled sausages before, you do want to get the pieces nice and small. I find that that works the best. And then as you push it through, the meat comes out obviously into the casings, but with these Tong Master casings, you're not supposed to soak them in water first. So sometimes you kind of have to nudge and pull out the casing to help the meat actually go in. And then once you're all done, once again, twist it around and then seal everything. So that looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? So it's actually pretty good to have some space within the sausages, because they do expand when they're in the steamer. And then as you're rolling them, the technique is actually to give them a pinch where you're going to twist, and then you want to twist in the opposite direction. So every sausage you want to twist a different way. So the first time I'm twisting counterclockwise, the next time I'll twist clockwise, and then that's just to keep them from all unwinding. That's, you know, kind of the sausage making technique. These guys go into a steamer on medium-high heat to steam for right around 45 minutes. So afterwards they look like this, and some of them have actually bursted out of their casings because they have expanded, but that's okay because we're actually going to be removing the casings afterwards. So just let this cool, and then you actually want to stick it into the refrigerator overnight, and that's how it's going to really dry off and give you that nice kind of like firmer consistency that is typically of lap腸. So I'm just showing you a very traditional way of serving lap腸, and that is just in clay pot rice. But like we said before, you can just put it in with like glutinous rice, or really anytime you're looking to use sausage, or kind of treat it like bacon as well, because it is so flavorful. And the texture is that of cured meat, so it's like a harder type sausage, like kind of like the ones that you see that's hanging in, you know, French delis or whatnot. And the flavor is just, it's magical. It's sweet, but a little bit savory, and it has that touch of rose wine flavor in the backdrop. Just wanted to show you guys how they cut. I mean, the texture is really pretty on point. I mean, in terms of a vegan sausage anyways, trying to mimic lap腸. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I always think it's pretty cool to play around with faux meat. So if you guys want to see more recipes like this, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Or if you want to see this same lap腸recipe but done with soy flour instead of wheat gluten. And as usual, if you want to see more recipes like this, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you all again next time. Bye!